The Superman versus Fantastic Four debate, video by Andy Ate My Remote. So let's see what's going on with this. I guess there's a debate between these two upcoming movies. I spoke on this before that I am um, a movie fan, specifically comic book movies, and that type of stuff. So yeah, these movies are coming out at similar times, obviously, and I guess the debate is on which one's going to be more successful. Me personally, I'm hoping for Superman. I know I joked before about me wanting Fantastic Four to fail. I actually don't want it to fail. I'm pretty sure I'm going to watch it. I might not watch it in the theaters, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to watch it. But definitely, Superman is definitely the movie that I want to see succeed more than anything. But hey, maybe they can both succeed. I just don't want it to take away from the Superman movie. I'm hoping the Superman movie makes $1 billion at least. Okay, that was super delayed. Yeah, I'm hoping the movie makes $1 billion any day now. So we'll see. We'll see how it does.
Okay, so let's talk about this whole Superman vs. Fantastic Four debate. First of all, I want to read this quote by James Gunn on Threads. They come out 2 weeks after us, there's room for us both. I love my friends at Marvel. You can find whatever discussions you'd want to find online. I'd focus on all the positivity around the films instead of getting sucked up in online fan wars. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. I'll see you next time. No, but there has been this long-standing debate about which one.
For those, James Gunn is the head of DC, and the director of this Superman movie that's coming out. So that's why he was. For those of y'all who don't know, so yeah. So basically, and he also worked on Guardians of the Galaxy, back at Marvel. So that's why he's saying like, he loves his friends over at Marvel and stuff. Basically, he's saying there's room for both of them. You know what I'm saying, that they can both be successful. So that's what he's saying.
One will do better and which one will revive their respective franchises. Because Marvel, they do need a good win because lots of people consider Thunderbolts to be one of the better MCU movies, but it just didn't do that well in the box office. I'm pretty sure it lost money. And also has the weight of the other Fantastic Four films, which none of them have been critically well received, so it has that weight as well. So I'm pretty sure if this Fantastic Four movie fails, that's it for the Fantastic Four. No one's gonna be touching this franchise for another 20 years. And Superman, I don't think I have to say it out loud, but Superman, it has to be successful for the DCU to launch. Otherwise, Warner Bros. Is just going to go back to sucking off Batman. Also, apparently, Superman has to make $700 million in the box office to be considered a success. That sounds challenging in today's climate. I mean, okay, there are several factors, right? There's the economy. Less people are spending outside for everything, including eating out and going out and recreation. That includes going to the movie theaters. And we also have superhero burnout, which a lot of people claim isn't a thing. We just want good movies and etc. and etc. But it is a thing, okay? If you talk to any regular person, they're gonna be like, I don't know, Marvel kind of burnt out after Endgame. And they don't really think about the difference between Marvel and DC. It's just superhero movies in general, they just group them together. They're not all nerds. And of course, the placement of Superman's release date, I think it's sandwiched in between the new Jurassic World movie and the Fantastic Four. And I know James Gunn is saying it doesn't really matter, there's 2 weeks, so there's room for us both, but it's gonna take a chunk out of each other's movies because families, they don't go to the movies that often. Like, how often do they go watch a movie together? Not that often. And within a 4-week time span, it's likely they're not gonna go more than twice.
I wish the movie could have came out already because we haven't had. I mean, I guess there was Lilo and Stitch. Nobody cares about that movie. But yeah, so I wish the movie could have come out already because I know that the movie's already done. They already finished the movie. I know that for a fact. So, and like post production, all those things, it's already done. So I wish it could have came out. That way we don't even have to worry about this. But it is what it is.
And that would be a rare instance. And 2 weeks isn't that long, especially for a big blockbuster movie. Because I remember when Barbie came out, people were still seeing that shit like a month into its release, because everyone wants to be caught up in the zeitgeist. And if we're to believe Warner Bros. And all the rumors inside, they're playing a Barbie level marketing plan for Superman. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know if that's gonna succeed, but you can tell by that what kind of level they're aiming for. Will they succeed at that level? Who's to say? Because I feel like Superman can be the Barbie equivalent for boys. Also, this is my speculation. I think if Superman flops,
makes sense.
Fantastic Four will also flop. Because you're getting one superhero movie after the other. And if the first movie tastes like shit, you're not going to want to go for another round of potential shit. And I've seen this post on Instagram like, oh, you can only go to one of these movies. Which one are you watching? And it'll be Superman, Fantastic Four, Jurassic World, and fucking John Wick Ballerina. And, dude, Superman, obviously.
Right.
I'm obviously going to watch Fantastic Four as well. But Superman is like the beginning of this whole universe, and it's directed by James Gunn, who has a very good track record with superhero movies, and we've just been waiting for a good Superman movie for a good long while. I think if they can come up with a timeless marketing plan like they did with Barbie, Superman can be a pretty good success, especially if it's a good movie. I did see a rumor that they went through some minor reshoots to tone down the campiness. I don't know if that's true or not, but if James Gunn is okay with it, I trust his vision. Okay, if he's like, okay, maybe we can tone it down just a little so more people can like it, then good. And obviously there's the test screening rumors for Fantastic Four. I don't even know what's going on there. I didn't even bother to read all those articles and shit because it kind of means nothing. And there's this whole debate about test screenings. I'm like, I don't care. I don't live in America. I'm not the one going to these test screenings. But apparently it's mid. I don't know. I'm gonna wait till the movie to find out. You know,
I gotta wait till the movie comes out, bro, because the critics, we don't know who's watching these test screens. If it's regular people, you know what I'm saying? And the critics definitely be ruining movies. Like a lot of times, they just say whatever they want to say. Like I never trust what the critics have to say. I always go for public opinion because the people gonna tell the truth. But critics, they just say whatever they think is right, and a lot of times. Well, not a lot of times, but they've been wrong for a lot. So, we'll see.
I'm not watching any more trailers for the both of these movies, so I'm gonna go see for myself. So yeah, if you ask me, I think in terms of critical reception and box office, Superman will do better. This might age like milk, but Fantastic Four, I think the general public has been burned by Marvel way too many times, and the brand kinda has been tarnished, at least until the next Avengers movies come out, and then they can get a fresh new start. And even then, I'm not sure. Because if you
I'm
can't
not
get
even confident about the new Avengers movie. What's their selling point? Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom? That's all they have. All they have is Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, and they think that's going to bring a lot of people, everybody in. You know what I'm saying? It's going to bring people in for sure, but I'm going to be honest, it's not going to be like what they think. Unless, you know, things turn around before then. But they can't expect that movie to be the movie to turn things around for them.
A movie like Thunderbolts to make good money, especially after, you know, being critically well received, it's gonna be hard. And it seems like Marvel's going all out with the marketing for Fantastic Four already. Like, they're dropping a fucking poster every fucking day, and all of them look really weird and photoshopped, especially Joseph Quinn's face. What is going on there? But yeah, I would want both of these movies to succeed. Superman, probably a bit more. You know, I kind of want this DCU to get started already. Like, why are we still stuck on Peacemaker and Creature Commandos? Like, I want some real heroes. I want some confidence from Warner Bros. To be like, okay, let's get on with this shit. Even though DC Studios is a separate entity from Warner Bros., I know, okay? But, yeah, not one of them has to fail. Okay, I agree with James Gunn on that. Like, it doesn't have, like, you don't have to be in these fucking fan wars. It doesn't really matter because
If I had to pick, it would be Fantastic Four. That's all I'm saying.
I want both of them to be good. You know, I like some good superhero movies, lifelong fan. I don't care what happens. I just want a good experience. However, I will say this one last thing for Fantastic Four. I just can't imagine it being a well-received movie. Just looking at the trailers, I'm like, oh man, I don't know. But Superman, I can see it being like 89% to like 74% Rotten Tomatoes. Fantastic Four, I can see it being like 65 to like 72. Oh man, I'm contributing to these fan wars for Gasoline Fire so hard right now, so I'm just gonna shut up. Yeah, tell me which one you're more excited for.
Guess what? Oil change time again. That last.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that. Superman is definitely the movie to see. Fantastic Four is going to do whatever Fantastic Four does, which is whatever it does. But Superman, that's the only movie I care about, and I hope it's going to be successful. Honestly, I think if we want a real gauge on how the movie's going to do, I think the perfect movie to look at would be the Sonic movie that came out not too long ago. Let me see. Sonic 3. So Sonic 3 made $490 million worldwide. Interesting. Now, if the Superman movie makes that much, it will have failed. Yeah. If the movie makes that much, then it's not doing good enough. But I think the only thing is this is going to be a movie where Sonic was obviously more geared towards children. Superman movie is a little bit more mature audience, just a little bit. So it's for everybody, not just kids. Like, obviously, a lot of kids are going to watch it, and a lot of adults are going to watch it. You know, I can see both genders really being into it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it does really well. I hope the movie does well. I hope it cracks $1 billion. I hope all of those things. So we will see. We will see what happens. So for the best. But anyways, shout out to Andy ate my remote for this video. It was a good video. You feel me? And yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. And I'll catch y'all later. Bye.